to my little urban homestead. I realised that I've found it possible, someone's probably done it before, but a way of joining your fabric that you're binding your quilt with when it's this double fold, well, not double fold, single fold, and you line the raw edge up, sew it round and then join it together, so it's like when you join them on a diagonal anyway. Now this is basically my trial on my necky on the Q-zone frame, so I'm actually going to use that as leader cloths because I haven't got any. And this is binding that I made for a quilt that I made too much of, so I thought I'm not going to throw it away, I'm going to use it. Plus, with it being such a contrasting colour, you can see the difference. So start off leaving about 6 inches of fabric and then sew all the way around. I think I've shown you before how to do corners. If not, I can show you another time. But leave about 6 inches, go all the way around your quilt, so you're back at the start here, come down, so you've got a gap of about 4 to 12 inches, something like that. Doesn't have to be exact. Now the thing is with this, because I always used to get it confused which bits you put on and all the rest, and this seems an easier way. The bit that you started with and you've left the end, open it out completely, open it out, and then take the bit, the point that is furthest away from the edge, and bring it to the edge of your quilt. So you've now got a triangle there. Make sure it's nice and taut against your quilt, so it won't, when it's sewn on, it won't flap about. But I tend to put a clip, doesn't want to open this line enough. I put a clip towards the end of it. You can even get a pen and just stick it in the top bit to hold that down for you. So now you've got that triangle bit there. Take the bit that you finish with, lay it down. You don't have to open it out, or you don't have to open it out or anything else. Just lay it flat down there. Get your scissors, make sure it's nice and straight against that, and cut basically a straight line that matches the straight line that you got with that triangle. So there is a straight line. Cut. Right, this first bit you want to crease it as well as you can do with your nail, so you've got a very good crease in it. Open out this bit, take your pin and your clip off and line it up with the edge of the triangle which you used as a guide for cutting, and clip it there, or pin it, whichever you want to do. Just come home. Hello. and at the other end do the same again, pin or clip, and if you turn it over you've got that crease line that you put in it, and that's where you sew along. It's so simple this way is. You can tell I thought it out. Well, you can tell I figured it out. It's simple. I do like simple. So now we take it back to the sewing machine. You can put pins. Let me show you. You can put pins along this line that you've creased in it, and then open it out to see if it will work for you. I'm not, because I've done it a few times. Get it under your foot. Change the glasses. Not quite level there. Just move it up a touch. That's it. Under your foot, find the line that you creased in on it. It is a bit fiddly, I will admit that, but joining it anyway on the diagonal is fiddly. And put your foot down, needle down, and just sew along the crease line. I hope you can see that. Take it out from your machine, remove the clips, they've done their job. Lay the edge down. Would help if I got it the right way around. Lay the edge down before you cut it, and you can see it wants to go there, and it's just right. So you can now cut it, leaving about 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. Press your seam open. Lay it down, and it's there, and you can now stitch her in place. So find where you've finished sewing, which is there. Sinking needle, locking stitch or reverse stitch, hopefully you can see from there, and stitch it down. And that is your binding done. And you see? And you can now fold this over to the front and stitch it down, or over to the front and hand stitch it down, or machine stitch it down, or turn it over to the back, whichever you want, whichever direction it is. But that's the easy way how to join your seam. So that's the one that I just did, and find the closest one. There, contrasting, and that's the seam of one I did when I was joining the binding together. So you can compare the two. No difference. Thank you. Bye.